Last year, I watched a friend sit in a doctor's waiting room, too nervous to say what was actually wrong. Not because she didn't know English, she'd studied it for years. She just didn't know the specific words doctors and nurses actually use. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly what to say at every single step of a doctor's visit. From booking the appointment, to describing your pain, to picking up your prescription using the exact phrases real Americans use. So, if you've ever frozen up trying to explain a symptom in English, this one's for you. Maria is calling her doctor's office to schedule a visit because she's been having headaches.
Thank you for calling Riverside Family Medicine.
This is Jenny. How can I help you?
Hi, I'd like to make an appointment, please. I've been having really bad headaches for about a week.
I'm sorry to hear that. Are you an existing patient with us?
Yes, I've been seeing Dr. Patel for about 2 years.
Great. Let me pull up your file. Can I get your date of birth to confirm?
Sure, it's March 3rd, 1994.
Perfect. I found you. Dr. Patel has an opening this Thursday at a las 2:30 or Friday at 10 a.m. Which works better for you?
Thursday at 2:30 works great.
Wonderful. Is this urgent or can it wait until Thursday?
It can wait. It's not an emergency, but it's been bothering me a lot.
Understood.
And are you still on the same insurance plan?
Yes, same as before.
Perfect. Please arrive 15 minutes early to fill out an update form. You're all set for Thursday at 2:30 with Dr. Patel.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Feel better soon.
Make an appointment is to schedule a visit with a doctor. Existing patient is someone who has already been seen by this doctor before. Pull up your file is to open someone's medical records on the computer. Opening is an available time slot. Is this urgent? Is this a serious problem that needs quick attention? You're all set. That means everything is confirmed and ready. In the US, you almost always need to schedule an appointment in advance because walking into a doctor's office without one usually doesn't work. Except at urgent care also, receptionists will often ask for your date of birth instead of your name to confirm identity, since many patients can share the same name. Check-in is to let the front desk know you've arrived. Insurance card is the card that shows your health coverage. The copay is a very American healthcare concept. A set fee, often $15. $50 you pay at each visit, separate from your monthly insurance premium. It's normal and expected to pay this at check-in before you even see the doctor. Maria arrives at the clinic and checks in.
Hi there. Do you have an appointment today?
Yes, 2:30 with Dr. Patel. My name is Maria Gomez.
Great. Found you. Can I see your insurance card and a photo ID?
Here you go.
Thank you. Has anything changed with your address or phone number since your last visit?
No, everything's the same.
Perfect. Your copay today is $25. How would you like to pay?
I'll use my card.
Great. Go ahead and have a seat. They'll call you back shortly.
Thank you. A nurse brings Maria to an exam room to take basic measurements before the doctor comes in.
Hi, Maria. I'm Sarah, one of the nurses here. I'm just going to take your vitals before Dr. Patel comes in. Can you step on the scale for me?
Sure.
All right, 140 pounds. Now let's check your blood pressure. Can I see your arm?
Here.
Okay, that looks normal. Now I'm going to check your temperature. Just put this under your tongue.
How was it?
98.6. Totally normal. So what brings you in today?
I've had really bad headaches for about a week. They're mostly on the right side.
On a scale of 1 to 10, how would you rate the pain?
Probably a 6 or 7 when it's bad.
Have you taken anything for it?
Just some ibuprofen, but it doesn't really help much.
Any nausea, blurry vision, or sensitivity to light?
A little sensitivity to light, actually.
Got it. I'll note that down. Dr. Patel will be with you in just a few minutes.
Thank you. Take your vitals, measure basic health signs: weight, blood pressure, temperature. Blood pressure, the force of blood against your artery walls. What brings you in today? Why are you here? What's the problem? On a scale of 1 to 10, a common way doctors ask you to rate pain. Sensitivity to light, when bright light bothers your eyes or makes pain worse. Note that down to write something in your medical record. American doctors rely heavily on the 1 to 10 pain scale. It feels strange at first, but it's completely normal. Just give your honest gut reaction number. There's no correct answer, and you don't need to justify it. Dr. Patel enters after reviewing the nurse's notes.
Hi, Maria. Good to see you. I hear you've been having headaches. Tell me more about that.
Yeah, it's been about a week now. Mostly on the right side, and it gets worse in the afternoon.
Does anything seem to trigger it? Stress, lack of sleep, screen time?
Honestly, probably all 3. Work's been really stressful lately, and I've been staring at my laptop a lot.
That's a pretty common combination. Any family history of migraines?
My mom gets migraines, actually.
Okay, that's helpful to know. Based on what you're describing, the location, the light sensitivity, and the family history, this sounds like it could be tension headaches, possibly leaning toward migraines. I don't think we need to run any tests right now, but let's keep an eye on it.
Is there anything I should do?
A few things. First, try to take regular breaks from your screen. The 20-20-20 rule helps. Every 20 minutes. Look at something 20 feet away for 20 seconds. Second, let's get you on a proper dose of ibuprofen. And I'll also prescribe something a bit stronger in case. The over-the-counter stuff isn't cutting it.
That would be great.
I'll send the prescription to your pharmacy. If the headaches get worse, happen more than twice a week, or you notice any vision changes, I want you to call us right away. Don't wait for your next appointment.
Okay, I will.
Any other questions for me?
No, I think that covers it. Thank you, Dr. Patel.
Of course. Take care of yourself and don't hesitate to reach out if anything changes.
Trigger something that causes a symptom to start. Family history, health conditions that run in your family. Run tests to do medical tests, blood work, scans, etc. Keep an eye on it to monitor a situation without acting immediately. Prescribe prescription when a doctor authorizes medicine for you. Over-the-counter medicine you can buy without a prescription: Tylenol. Ibuprofen. Isn't cutting it an informal way to say something isn't working well enough? Don't hesitate to reach out. A polite way of saying, feel free to contact us anytime. American doctors often speak in possibilities and probabilities this could be. Sounds like it might be. rather than giving a 100% certain answer right away. This isn't the doctor being unsure of their job, it's normal. Careful communication. Don't be alarmed if they don't give you an instant definitive diagnosis. Maria goes to the pharmacy counter to pick up her new prescription.
Hi, picking up a prescription today?
Yes, under Maria Gomez.
Let me check. Yes, I see it here from Dr. Patel. This is for your headaches, correct?
Yes, that's right.
Okay. Take one tablet as needed for pain, no more than 3 times a day. Don't take it on an empty stomach. It can upset your stomach a bit.
Got it. Are there any side effects I should watch for?
Some people feel a little drowsy, so avoid driving until you know how it affects you. If you notice a rash or trouble breathing, stop taking it and call your doctor right away.
Okay, thank you. How much do I owe?
With your insurance, your total is $12.
Great, here you go.
Perfect, you're all set. Feel better.
Pick up a prescription to collect medicine that's ready at the pharmacy. As needed, only when you need it, not on a strict schedule. On an empty stomach without having eaten food first. Side effects, unwanted reactions caused by a medication. Drowsy means you're going to be sleepy and tired. You owe the amount of money you need to pay. The nurse calls Maria to check in, a common practice after a new diagnosis. Hi Maria, this is Sarah from Dr. Patel's office. Just calling to check in on your headaches. How have you been feeling? Actually, a lot better. The new medication is helping. And I've been taking more screen breaks like Dr. Patel suggested. That's great to hear. Any side effects from the medication? Just a little drowsiness at first, but that went away. Good! Keep doing what you're doing. And if anything changes, don't hesitate to call us. I will. Thanks so much for checking in. Of course, take care. And that's a complete doctor's office visit in English. From booking the appointment, all the way to your follow-up call. Remember, you don't need to sound perfect. You just need to be clear, and now you've got the exact phrases to do that. If this helps you feel more confident, hit subscribe. Every week I post a new real-life English scenario just like this one, so you're ready for whatever comes up. And tell me in the comments, what situation do you want covered next? Doctor's office, DMV. Parent-teacher conference. I read every comment, and a lot of my videos come straight from your suggestions. See you in the next lesson.